Hello everybody, and welcome back to the EMPRE Clan YouTube channel. I am ThanksU2 of the EMPRE Clan, deputy at that, and welcome back to another guide. Today's guide will be on the T110E4, the American tank destroyer, or one of the American tank destroyers, and I'll show you everything I know about this tank. Number one, it's my favorite tank destroyer at the moment, but anyways, I'll show you everything I know about this tank, why I love it so much, the equipment that I run, the ammunition I use, everything, and I'll even show you a replay that I have conjugated so you can have an idea of what this tank is like. And if you haven't grinded it, maybe you'll have an idea of to also grind it. But if you're already grinding the line, then this will help further so. Anyways, let's get into the guide. Well, I have a disclaimer that I think I go very quickly, but that is up to you guys. If you want to pause here and there to take notes, that is completely acceptable. You can do whatever you want. But anyways, here we go. Upgrades. Survivability, 1900 hit points. I think it should be buffed up to 2200, just because I don't think it's nearly enough compared to other tank destroyers. And I'm running the hit point buff as well on the equipment, and it's worse than the Jaeger and everything like that. But I think it should be buffed up to 2200 because I play it like a heavy tank, and because it has a turret, and I think that it should really use that buff. Hull and turret armor. Turret armor 203 on the front. The turret armor on the front is quite okay. On the sides of the cheeks of the turret, sometimes you'll get the occasional bounce. The huge gun mantlet is a real lifetime saver, and but the cupola on the top is insane. Look how big this is. That is absolutely insane, and you're just going to be penned all day if you expose that weak point. So beware of this hit point up here. But anyways, after that, the sides of the turret is 152. Same with the rear. That's decent. You won't get HE'd on the turret, and it's somewhat decent. It's kind of rounded a little on the corners, so you may get some bounces off of that. Now the hull armor. The hull is what makes it special. Same with the E3, because this is a heavy tank hull, because it is the hull of the T110E4, one of the American tank destroyers. Yes, it's a tank destroyer, obviously, but one of the American tier 10 heavy tanks. And because it has this hull, you can get a lot of bounces because of how well rounded it is. And you have this little segment that divides the top plate and the bottom plate. The only way you can pen the front of the hull is by shooting the very bottom of the hull. But then we get down to the sides and rear of this armor of the hull. It's terrible. The sides, you're gonna get HE'd. The rear, holy Jesus, that is absolutely terrible. You're gonna get HE'd by light tanks, mediums, doesn't even know what. It's just terrible. It's just terrible. You can get HE'd by an A20 and it do pretty beefy damage, like 320. But it's just terrible. Chance of fire is 20%. Not that great, but kind of like other standard tank destroyers and tanks at that. View range 243. Not the best. Well, not the best, but considering that it's a tank destroyer, it's okay. Concealment 34, not bad. 20 while moving, also not bad. And 8 upon firing while stationary. It's not that great. DPM 2530, and this is without using the gun rammer, because I use calibrated because of the Mega HE pen. But the DPM is okay. You're obviously gonna outplay some heavy tanks like the IS-7, IS-4 mouse with their low DPM. And yeah, it's just great. It's okay, but not great. Reload time, 15.18. It's okay, but judging for how much damage it does, which is 640, that's pretty good. And average penetration with calibrated shells is 310 for AP, which is fantastic. APCR is 394, really good. And then high explosive is 99. That's the only reason why I run calibrated. It's because of the HE pen. I get so many well-deserved HE shots. Like the grill, waffle, doesn't matter. I HE'd the front of a T110E4, and I did 856 damage. It's pretty good. And run calibrated. Do not run gun rammer. It's not going to change a thing. It may take a second or two off, but still, it is not worth it. Run calibrated no matter what. Average damage, 640 for AP. APCR is 545, which is, like, it's okay. It's 95 less, but yeah. High explosive is 960. Oh, sorry, my battery's low. Should probably charge it soon. But HE damage is 960. But every time I use the HE, I always get 1k. Or unless you HE the front of a heavy tank. But that doesn't matter. Unless you HE the grill or waffle, you're going to get big damage. Aiming time, 4.7. That's pretty good, depicting how big this gun is. What is it? It's a 155 millimeter. And judging by that, that's a pretty good aiming time. Dispersion, it's not that good. Gun turn limit is, well, degrees, sorry. Up is 12, which you don't really need. Unless someone is on a ridge above you, like on Rockfield, or you're on a slope and you're trying to shoot someone, then yes, that might help a little. And then 6 degrees of gun depression, which is not the best compared to the T110E3, its brother, which it has 8 degrees, but the T110E3 does not have a turret, and that's why the T110E4 is special. Anyways, the left and right gun turn limit, 90 degrees on both sides. It's not the best. If someone gets behind you, you're screwed, but at least you get a turret which can actually turn that way. You're gonna be so flexible with that. It's just so well. That's why I love this tank. It's because you can shoot other tanks. Like you can be more flexible than other TDs. And I like to play it like a heavy tank because of how flexible I can make it be. Maneuverability. This is where it cuts in away from the E3. E3 is slower but has better armor. The E3 is faster and has a turret. Top speed, 35 kilometers. It's okay. But the reverse speed is absolutely terrible. Oh my god. Sorry, this is PG, people. PG. But the reverse, oh my goodness. Oh. If you play it like a heavy tank, and you pull around the corner, or you pull around a corner, and you shoot someone, you are gonna get shot back. Doesn't matter if they're like turned away the entire time. Like if they're turned away, if you shoot, you're gonna have the slowest reverse speed known to mankind, and you're gonna get shot either way. Average speed is 26, which is okay, not bad. I'm saying it's not bad because, I don't think it's bad because when I play it, it's not as bad as I think it is. Power to weight ratio is 15. Weight is 64 tons, which is pretty useless knowledge, I guess. Turret turn rate is 17, which isn't that bad, but it's better than the T30s. And hull turn rate is 28.2, which is okay, still better than the T30. But good luck on the T30, because I'm saying, like, how bad it is. Anyways, the terrain crossing capacity. You don't really need to know this, because it's not that useful in battle. Engine power, 962.5. it's better than the T30. So, yeah. Anyways, let's get down to what I run. Camo, obviously, it doesn't really matter. But I'm bored, so I can't get the legendary camo. Yay me. Yay. Consumables, adrenaline, multi-purpose restoration pack, and repair kit. Adrenaline doesn't really matter, because it's just going to take 2 seconds off. But I still use it, because why not? Never use engine power boost. Never, ever, ever. Because, come on. If you're already slow, then why use it? It's not going to make a difference, is it? No, it's not. Provisions. I use case of cola, protective kit to protect the crew members and the module repairs. Because, oh my gosh. And the fire protection in case of damage. Because since you have that 20% of fire, if your engine gets hit, this is going to help out a lot. Like, and I mean a lot. And every time you get shot in the cupola, doesn't matter if it's 1 damage or 600, your commander's going to get hit. So always keep this on you. Improved fuel, I just use it because, I mean, why not? I mean, you can use this, you can use that, anything you want. Never use standard fuel. Never. Always use improved. But if you want to use can of cola, it's totally acceptable. I just use this because of its average speed and turn rate and hull turn rate. Ammunition. I always forget to run premium, which you always should, because that 394 penetration, which is absolutely insane, which you should always run APCR. But I always forget, and I don't know, man. Load more than 5 HE. Again, I don't really pay attention to my ammunition, but load it like something like this. Always use a lot of HE because of that good penetration you have of the HE. Anyways, equipment, the biggie. I don't have all of the equipment. I could get it, but you know, I insist not. But if you're not dumb like me, I'll show you what I would say to run, or what I would buy. I mean, I can buy it, but I don't wanna. Anyways, calibrated shells. Don't run gun rammer. Never do that. Never. It's not gonna make a difference. It may take a second or two off, but that's not gonna make a big difference. I mean, DPM is gonna cut a lot higher, but I never use it no matter what. Calibrated shells is always a must because of, look, 15 more millimeters of AP, 19 more in APCR, and 9 more in high explosive. I use it because of the AP and high explosive. I don't really care about the APCR pen. But with 99 high explosive, you can just tear everything apart. Vitality, defense system, like I said, because of the engine, your crew, they're gonna get hurt badly, so always use this. Specialization. I used camouflage net because you're TD. You're not gonna be spotting tanks, so you don't really need improved optics. So always use camouflage net. Enhanced gun length drive. I use aiming time, but anything works for you, like shell velocity. Cut phone. Sorry about that. You should probably run shell velocity, but I run aiming time anyways. Like I've said 100 times in this video, I am not the smartest person. I don't even know why I'm making a guide, to be honest. Vitality. I did say the hull was good, but 4% is not going to make a difference. So always use improved assembly, especially if you're a TD. You can snipe. I mean, yeah, you could play frontline, because, you know, I do that. But if you're playing this like an actual TD, then use this. I mean, the hit points might come in handy later. They always do for me. For this, improved control, because of the hull turn rate. I mean, it's not that good, 2.5 degrees more, but I still use it. Combat power. You could use dispersion, which you probably should use, like the shell velocity, but I still use the vertical stabilizer, because I'm not going to say it again. Vitality, number 3. I would buy the toolbox. I mean, yeah, you could get shot in the tracks, and yes, someone would come behind you, and yes, that you are gonna die because of that. But I always run the toolbox because, I mean, if someone tracks you, then you have that repair speed, and you're gonna get tracked either way. It doesn't really matter if you have more health in that track. Anyways, specialization, I would use consumable delivery system. You're not gonna use engine power boost. You may use adrenaline, but if you use this, it's only to that one thing. So always use this. You won't regret it. Anyways, after that, I'll get right to the replay. So let me get over here. And bam. Now, we were playing at Canyon, and I was with my very good friend, one of my closest friends in this game, Wings of Royalty, in the, I don't know what clan it is, but it's and he's running the Foch 155, and I'm running, obviously, the T110E4, and anyways, he does admit that he shouldn't have gone middle, because he's gonna soon he's going to die very easily. But I'm going over here because I know a good TD spot. Because I noticed how little heavy tanks they had. They had 2 heavy tanks. That's not that bad. And look, an EMX-50B coming right up here. No other heavy tank went up here, just him. The EMX-50-120 on our team is spotted. What my idea was that he was going to cap C, he was going to go forwards out of that little corner, and I'm going to get a nice shot for 640. But later, right here, you'll see why I use calibrated, and why he didn't go out. So, I'm looking around trying to spot him, and look over, and look, he's turned his turret to me. Load in the HE. 1K off. Like I said, 1,000 damage right off the AMX-50B. You should always recalibrate. Always. Anyways, the AMX-50B is tearing apart Wings of Royalty. I'm just gonna call it Wings. I tried to get an HE shot into the grill, but I couldn't really get the most precise angle, so I started to reverse, and I didn't think I would hit him. Comes to show, I miss. Were you expecting another 1K? No, because this is not quality content. I'm mean. Anyways, I start to go forward because I noticed that the grill and waffle were very paper that I could HE him very easily. We are losing at the moment, sort of, by points and by team members. Look at that. Lost another one. But soon, we will carry this game. I started to go over here to try to find the grill and waffle, to notice that the grill is up. I tried to shoot that E50M, but yeah, I couldn't get a shot. He was backing up, going forwards. He was just moving all around, so I didn't mind it. Then the waffle. Here we go. Another HE shot.
Enemy armor is
975 right off. See, 2 good, really good HE shots on 2 paper tanks. The AMX-50B isn't really paper, but I did good damage on it. Anyways, tried to shoot the E50 in, and then again, judging that, I would think that he was not looking at me, but he was. After this, I start to notice that I could move to the left very easily, because I'm not spotted anymore in a second. So, around, yep, and then I go to the left to try to kill this waffle. Too fast. I could have shot there, but probably wouldn't hit it. Anyways. So, I go all the way to the left, because I see that those 2 tanks, the Conqueror, the Progetto, and was it Macho, all over there. I come around the corner and kill the Progetto very easily with an HE shot.
We finish him off!
Yes. And then I start to aim at the Conqueror, because that has to be my main target. E50M thinks I'm not paying attention and tries to flank me, but hello there. And he pulls up and put a nice shot. around the other corner. Look, nice 110. Yes, never underestimate this tank, ever. Anyways, the bat chat is gonna peek out again, and then I noticed that the Conqueror is spotted once more. So I do what I do best. He bounces off of the hull. Like I said, the hull is very strong. It's a heavy tank. I'm not sure what the Conqueror is doing. He doesn't seem too smart. Starts to
Our track is hit. It could break any minute.
Easy shot. 4K damage. It's not an ace. It's not a first class, but it's good damage. It's good enough for me, and it's it's the most damage I've ever done in this tank. And poor Wings. We platooned for a bit, and he did really well. I'm not saying he's a bad player. He did really well, and he's better than me. I'm telling you that. But anyways, that will be the end of this guide. If you liked it, like I said again, please like and subscribe. We put a lot of effort into these videos, and judging on how small our channel really is, please just help us out. And we are growing at a very steady rate, but that will all soon change, bet. But anyways, thank you all for watching this video. If you liked it, like and subscribe. But I'll catch you in the next guide. Bye bye, guys.